right. All right, and welcome to another night of Braves baseball. We are underway in Miami, and there is the first pitch. Hey, I actually got here in time for the first pitch. Trevor Richards is going to be the pitcher for Miami. Ozzie Albies leading off the count. 1-1 on a hot, sultry night in the South. Welcome aboard Braves country. The 1-1 is golfed to, I guess the first baseman or the right fielder was playing out of position, but perfectly. So that's one away. Yeah, that was just kind of an excuse me check swing. So I don't know who they had sitting out there in shallow right field. Maybe it was the second baseman. But they had the shift on him, and that worked out for Miami. This game is underway. Great. Awesome. The mullet man back in action. Donaldson coming up. 0-1. He's nursing that calf. And we are being bold tonight. No delay on the stream. High, 1-1 to Donaldson. The 1-1 pitch. Oops, that is going to be a dribbler to the second baseman who throws him out. Sort of an excuse me check swing. Gibbe in the chat box. Welcome aboard from Cartersville. Thanks for the subscribe. I'm sure A-Bomb and the rest of the misfits will be dropping by. So Freddie Freeman is coming up to bat now. Count is 1-0. That fastball just inside. 2-0 to Freddie Freeman. And the 2-0 pitch. Ooh, nice cut. But he could not connect with that changeup. 2-1. Gibby, yes, Gibby, we are sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. It's a high fastball, 3-1. That is basically my wife's eBay store. And she says she's been getting some more orders from Georgia lately since A-Bomb and myself have been promoting her store. That's a walk. So we're working on getting like a promo code that we can give out, so we'll know if anybody from the show or Coast to Coast is purchasing any of the swag. And in fact, I got some stuff we just picked up from the store. I'll show y'all later some lighter cases and swag. All right, Acuna batting cleanup, comes in with a 270 average. Just high, 1-0, and my wife was asking me about that, and I said, well, did you any items get sold to Cartersville, Georgia? She could not remember off the top of her head. The 1-0 to Acuna. He's going to go to first. Chases Freeman back. The 1-0 is in the dirt. Freeman stays put. So it's 2-0 with 1 on, 2 out, top of the first here in Miami. Oh, and that is a changeup over the plate. 2-1 to Acuna. We don't want to see Acuna's average dip into the 260s. I know I'm not going to be. I think A-Bomb will probably be doing the game tomorrow, unless he's got some other plans, like he has to go out of town. I don't know if he's cat sitting for his mom. So I can't say for sure, Gibby, but I think so. Well, I'm sure A-Bomb will be around tonight, and he'll tell us what's going on. Monday night, I'm doing the game, and Wednesday night, we got this series against the Dodgers coming up. By the way, it's a 3-1 count to Acuna. So I love those West Coast games. I look forward to doing those West Coast games. So Monday, check me out, 9:10 Central start. The 3-1, Acuna rips it foul, full count. So there's Freeman on first, and 2 outs, full count to Acuna. Markakis on deck. The 3-2 from Richards. That is going to be a squeaker, a hit to left field. That'll put Freeman on third, and Acuna stays on first. So that just found an opening. It was not a line drive hit. He really didn't get a lot of it, but he found just the right spot. I think he went out of the strike zone to get that too. A very defensive swing. But it splits the third baseman and the shortstop. And that's going to bring up Markakis. 2 out here, looking for some lightning. It started with Freddie Freeman, who was walked aboard. Markakis comes in with a .321 average. Very nice. 20 RBIs and a chance to get a few more right here. In the dirt. I mean, that thing bounced up 5 feet in front of the plate. Catcher stopped it. So it's 1-0 to Markakis. Oh, my microphone is dipping. You know, in the TV business, it's called headroom. All right. Markakis hits that one to the second baseman, who makes a spinning catch and throws to first for the out. That's going to end the inning. Left 2 on. Shit. Excuse my language. All right. And let's go ahead and get our current subscriber count up on the board. If I can find that stupid thing. It's up there somewhere. We are up to 40 subscribers. Boom, there it is. The big, oh shit. All right, we're about to head to the bottom of the first. Be right back. All right, bottom of the first is about to be underway. Mike Soroka pitching for the Braves tonight. Fastball just outside, ball one. 93 on the gun from Soroka. And Brian McCann behind the plate tonight. Batter shows bunt. That is popped back for a strike. 1-1. Oh, that's Rojas. Rojas is batting for Miami. So we are up to, on my channel, 40 subscribers in this young season, trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the season. 1-1 pitch, hit hard, just past Swanson. He got just a piece of it, but not enough as it trickles in the left field for a single. It was well hit. So Miami has one on, nobody out, bottom of the first. Just past Swanson. He couldn't quite get to it. Trickles in the left field for a single. It was well hit. So, Miami has Brian Anderson coming up to bat now for Miami. We might work on some of our audio settings here. There is a chopper to the shortstop. Gets the leadoff runner at second. So one out and a different runner on first. Gets the leadoff runner at second. So one out, a runner on first for Miami. Neil Walker coming in. 256 on the season with 3 ding-dongs. Fastball catches the outside lower corner of the plate. Nice pitch from Soroka. 0-1. So one out, a runner on first. All right, so that's going to be as good as it gets for the microphone tonight. Another nice pitch, fastball on, again, lower corner of the plate for a strike. 0-2 to Walker. The 0-2 pitch, curveball inside. 1-2. Soroka kicks and fires. That curveball is unhittable. Strikeout for Soroka. That curveball started, up high, right in the wheelhouse, and just sank. So good curveball from Soroka. And wouldn't you know it? We gotta reset our thingy here. All right, so there are 2 outs in the bottom of the first with a runner on for Miami. Fastball outside. 1-0. To Castro batting. 231 average. Hitting cleanup tonight. And if you're like Gibbe over there and you're watching on TV, go ahead and sync us up. If you have like I guess DVR technology on your TV, you can sync us up. I turned off the delay tonight so I can get as close as I can, but I'm watching on the internet like on a Roku, so there's going to be some delay. The 2-0 pitch in the dirt. So Soroka in trouble here, 3-0 with a runner on and 2 outs. McCann calls for the 3-0 pitch. Right down the gullet fastball for a strike. 94 on the gun. So you might be a little ahead of us if you're just watching live TV. Give a. And there's a pop-up to Acuna for out number 3. Yeah, you were right. You predicted it, Gabby. Nice. He is on top of it. Gibbe. All right, we're going to go to the top of the second now. We'll be right back from Miami in just a sec.
Braves are doing this year?
The run will start. High drive left field. It's gone. Braves win. Braves win. There's a drive. Deep right center. That ball is gone. A grand slam. Y'all come out and see us. You're going to like this team.
The 1991 Atlanta Braves on TBS. We've got people talking.
Welcome back. I am the Bone Crusher, and this is live play-by-play reaction from Miami, Florida, as the Marlins hosting the Bravos tonight. We are in the top of the second, and it is 0-0. Tonight's play-by-play reaction brought to you by TreasureHunt.ga. Go click on Sports Fans, and there is a changeup high for a strike. Dansby Swanson, the Ivy Leaguer. I don't know if he's really Ivy League with a name like Dansby. 1-1 is the count to Dansby. His parents had high hopes for him, naming him Dansby. Big cut and a miss. Dansby can't connect on the changeup. 1 and 2. Well, my order of creatine showed up in the mail yesterday, so I'm stoked to do a cycle of creatine. And it's not just for people like who go to the gym every day trying to get huge and get ripped. The 1 and 2, Dansby Fouls that one off. Another changeup right over the plate. But there's been a lot of research on creatine and anti-aging. It's really good for your mitochondrial DNA. As you get older, your DNA doesn't quite replicate so well, but the creatine helps with that, and it's very good for your epidermis. Keeps your skin looking really healthy and young. 1-2. Swanson with the whiff. So 1 away. Dansby strikes out. This guy's throwing some nasty off-speed stuff. Richards, the pitcher. Yeah, Swanson was way out ahead of that. Probably hoping for a fastball. Going to bring up McCann quietly hitting over 300 on the season. Had a home run last night. There was a fastball low that was called a strike. So unfortunately 1-1 to McCann. Let's get the laser cam. Get rid of the ump calling the balls and strikes. That one is low. 2-1 to McCann. What channel am I on? I am on, I guess, Fox Sports South. Oh, and excuse me, chopper for McCann, and that's going to be kicked foul. I'm actually watching on the Roku. I guess I'm on the Fox Sports South channel, and I think the Marlins are actually their play-by-play guides, or what I'm getting here. I'm not in Georgia. Now, you know I'm from Warner Robins. I was born at Robins Air Force Base, but right now I am on the panhandle of Florida. Outside to McCann. We got a full count to McCann. You know, and Gibbe, when I heard that McCann was going to be back in a Braves uniform this season, that got me excited. That was just one more thing to help get me pumped up to watch the Braves this year. He fouls that one back, still a full count. You know, this could be his swan song. You know, take a bow, Brian McCann. He's got another season or two left him in at least. And so, and here he is batting 300 this year. Oh, big cut and a miss on the fastball. So this guy Richards is adjusting speeds and keeping our batters off the mark. That's another strikeout against the Braves. We got 4 likes already. That's good. And I gotta wonder, there's some of these play-by-play reaction guys, like the Sports Fury. This is a duo. I don't think they've got jobs. Just outside to Inciarte. Comes in with a 237 average. 1-0 count to Inciarte. That's going to be hit high and a little bit deep, but the center fielder is able to get underneath that for out number 3. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the second. 0-0. And we'll be right back after this nostalgic 1980s Braves commercial. Well, I'm not sure. It might be the one from the 92 season, but we've got some retro stuff for you here. Check this out.
Catch the hits. Pete Rose and the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Atlanta Braves Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Catch all the hits on your Super Sports Day.
welcome back, Braves fans. Let's beat these Marlins and get out of Miami. All right, Soroka kicks and fires, and we are underway in the bottom of the second. Just off the plate, 1-0. Jorge Alfaro. Alfaro. That fastball is fouled off. 1-1. I guess I could turn up the game loud enough so I can hear the Miami announcers pronounce some of these names that are new to me this year. Maybe I'll do that on the break. Soroka with the 1-1 inside. He fights that off, and Swanson cannot handle it. He fumbles that. That might be an error. Dansby will tell you he should have had that. Not really a tricky bounce off the tip of his glove. Yeah. That's an error. What do you think, Gibby? Is that an error? Spaghetti tonight, huh? Hell yeah. Lately, when I make spaghetti, I've been using a whole sausage. You know, for years it was ground beef or maybe some ground turkey. Just low, 1-0. Yes, and that was ruled an error on Dansby Swanson. So nobody out, runner on first. John Birdie at bat. So you're all about some whole sausages on your spaghetti? I love it. Have you ever been to the Mad Italian? Is it called the Mad Italian in Atlanta? I'll have to ask A-Bomb. We went there, and our waiter, Zach Galifianakis. The 1-0 inside, 2-0 now. So nobody out. Got a runner on, 2-0 count. Let's stay out of trouble. The third baseman throws it into right field. Oh my God, runners advance. Holy cow. Markakis has to throw that back in. Oh, I looked like we could have had a double play. What the hell? So Donaldson fields it to his left, fields it cleanly. The exchange to his hand looks good, but he just throws it way over Ozzy's head, and it sails into right field. He probably should have had that out at second. That should have been an out there. So, wow, what trouble are we in now? 2 errors this inning by the Atlanta Braves. Don't choke on your spaghetti, Gibby. Come on. The Sarge is choking on his sausage. The Braves are choking here for 2 errors in the bottom of the second. Runners second and third, nobody out. Unbelievable. There should be 2 outs here. I don't think I've seen the Braves defense struggle too much this season. That's really some rare air right there, seeing 2 errors by the Braves. The defense has been pretty solid. He choked on the spaghetti when the Braves choked there. Yeah. Careful. All right. Soroka quickly had 0-2 to O'Brien now. See how we're going to get out of this jam. Tell me about your spaghetti sauce, Sergeant. Change up just off the plate is fouled. Good pitch from Soroka. So the count is still 0-2. Yeah, hopefully he's looking for a strikeout here. That's right, Sarge. Stay positive, folks. And there is a hit in the center field. Inciarte charges it, fires it in there. Not in time. McCann was going to try to throw the runner out at second. Couldn't get that done either. So 2-run score on that double to center field. Are you worried yet? And that was an 0-2 pitch. He did not have to give him something to hit like that. And the guy comes in batting a buck and change. I mean, well, turning into a disastrous second inning quickly. They've got 2 runs off 1 hit. 2 errors by the Braves. Disappointing. And the umpire gives us one back. That pitch was outside but called a strike. Herrera comes in. He's also batting a buck and change for Miami. The number 8 hitter. Count is 0-1. Still nobody out. He's able to lay off that inside curve ball, 1-1. Man. The Braves are stunned right now. In shock. That is low, 1-2. That is going to be hit to the second baseman. Throws to first in time for the first out. Runner advances to third. So 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the second. My scoreboard got out of sync there. Man, all right. Screw the stupid scoreboard. Soroka now facing the Miami pitcher, Richards. It's 0-1 to Richards, who comes in 1 for 10 on the season. So you got to try to strike him out here. You don't want to let him get an RBI. He's not going to bunt. He's going to chop it to the pitcher. Throws to Freeman, out number 2. So they weren't going to try a suicide. 2 outs, 1 on. Bottom of the second. And this is one of the new lighter cases we just got in. So imagine having a badass lighter case like that. You can see your lighter will fit in the top there. It's got some skulls and shit there. No one will ever take your lighter again. That's pretty unique. That's pretty unique. We got those over at treasurehunt.ga. All right, 1 out. Or 2 out, 1 on. Bottom of the second. Rojas back to the top of the lineup for Miami. He pulls the inside fastball. It's 0-1. Soroka kicks and fires. Low, 1-1. So yeah, today was day one of my new round of creatine. I just did some light cardio at the house, some stretching, yoga, then I went running with some weights tied to me. Tell you, give creatine a try for a week and you'll look 5 years younger. Called strike fastball on the corner. 1-2 now to Rojas. Let's get out of here without any more damage done. An inning the Braves would like to forget about. Swing and a miss. That's going to mercifully end the bottom of the second. So we'll go to the third. It's 2-0 Marlins. Oh man, help us.
Catch the hits. Pete Rose and the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Atlanta Braves Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Catch all the hits on your Super Sports Channel.
And we're back. I mean, what's the point of living to be 100 years old if you're stuck in a wheelchair and you can't walk or move around? So taking care of yourself now with a little bit of resistance exercise, supplements like creatine will help ensure longevity. All right, I am the Bone Crusher, and we are in Miami. The Braves now with a chance to answer back as they gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the second and 2 errors, an error by Donaldson and an error by Swanson. They both hurt us pretty bad. Well, let's see what's going on down in the chat box. And Sergeant Gibby rocking the box tonight. Finishing up his spaghetti. Glad to have you aboard. There's a strike to start the top of the third. And the count quickly 0-2. Looks like our pitcher is leading off. Mike Soroka comes in batting a 0.77, and he hits that hard to right field and right to the right fielder for the out. But wow, he tagged it. Pretty good effort by the pitcher. Made some nice contact. 1 out though here in the top of the third. And apparently we've got some expired sunscreen lotion just in stock. Oh, relax. Ozzy Albies at the plate now. That's just over for a strike. 80-mile-an-hour curveball that nicks the corner of the plate. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe. It's going to be a long season. We bring you a lot of Braves coverage. A swing and a miss by Ozzie, 0-2. And this pitcher, Richards, he throws a lot of different speeds and is keeping us off our mark. Ozzie was ahead of that one. See if they answer back with a fastball. Nope, another changeup. Ozzie pulls that foul. Still 0-2. Ozzie, a bit of a free swinger. So more often than I'd like to admit, we see him behind in the count. Now Richards with the 0-2 up high. And our goal is to get 45 subscribers tonight on YouTube. The 1-2 up high, 2-2 to Ozzie. I don't have the Facebook followers posted on the screen there. I left that blank. We're not on Facebook Live tonight. That is going to be popped up. And I guess the second baseman playing shallow outfield. Some interesting defensive positioning by Miami tonight. Oh, and I forgot to plug the laptop power supply up, so let's take care of that. Well, if we can. There's a strike. So pardon me while I find the charger to the laptop. Otherwise, this game is going to go crashing. One pitch to Donaldson with 2 outs in the top of the third. Oh, here it is. Two and 1 count to Donaldson. Who said I should have been more prepared? I heard that. Big swing, and that's going to be foul out of play. 2-2 to Donaldson. Hell, the Braves had 2 errors, and I'm wrestling with some technical issues here, but we're not missing a single play. There we go. So it's 2-2 to Donaldson, 2 outs, nobody on, top of the third. And I'm the bone crusher. Inside, he checked his swing, full count. They're showing a pitching chart on Trevor Richards. Yeah, he does throw 4 different pitches. That's going to be popped up to the first baseman. He's called off by the second baseman, who catches it for out number 3. I will end the top of the third. Nothing doing for the Braves. I almost got into a little trouble there, but we managed to keep the broadcast rocking. And we're going to get at the bottom of the third. Next. right, greetings, guys. I'm the Bone Crusher, and tonight we are broadcasting from the Panhandle of Northwest Florida on a rainy, sultry Saturday night. And here in Panama City Beach on the Emerald Coast, it is Thunder Rally week. And that means I've been invaded by thousands and thousands of noisy motorcycles. I mean, 4 a.m., they're raising hell at the Waffle House behind my place. And this morning they're revving it up again at 9. I mean, how badass are you if you get up at dawn and just drive up and down the same street over and over? Yeah, right? Mrs. Bone Crusher? I mean, that's just, yeah, you can do what you want. I don't care, but when you're, waking people up being disrespectful. So, I almost went down to the Waffle House and walked in there. And keep in mind, there's motorcycle gangs everywhere. I almost went in there and said, who the hell's revving their motorcycle? I'm going to kick your ass. There's a strike 0-1. Then I was going to go out there and knock down all their motorcycles, kick them down, and say, whoever the biggest, baddest mother in here is, I want a piece of you right now. But I didn't do that. 0-1, big swing and a miss to Anderson. Soroka ahead in the count, 0-2 here in the bottom of the third. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Soroka, another K. Hey, Claw. Cat Claw snoozing. Good call. It's a rainy day. Might as well just stay inside and snooze. So there's one out here in the bottom of the third. Now, I ordered a pet GPS device online. It hasn't arrived yet, but I'm excited about that. My Walker steps in, and he swings and misses. So Soroka's fastball has a lot of movement. I mean, it's not a slider, but man, he jumps around. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. When we moved here, there was already these cats that were living on our porch, so we sort of adopted them, got them fixed, and tamed them, but they don't stay inside much. They like to go out. There's a strike over the plate. 1-2, just over. So this will give me some peace of mind. If the cat misses a couple meals, doesn't come home, I figure out exactly where that thing is. Way upstairs. 2-2 now to Walker. Soroka's pitch count is up to 40. Glad to have you guys aboard tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe. Be like this Sergeant Gibby. I think you're our most recent subscriber. Full count now. Soroka, 6'5", 220. He's built like a pitcher. That's fouled off. Welcome aboard, Dub City 510. You got the game live. Hey, if you're watching the game live tonight, guys, make sure you try to sync us up with the TV. It's called second screen viewing. So if your TV's got a pause button, there's a walk. Shit. That fastball was downstairs. So Soroka's got one on now. But if you don't have like DVR technology, you can't pause it, because by going through YouTube and I'm watching off the internet, we're going to be behind. I know we're behind Sergeant Gibby. So since you mentioned that, Dub City 510, we're glad to have you aboard. Let us know where you guys are listening at tonight around Braves country. I am in the Panhandle of Northwest Florida tonight. It's been a hot, sultry day. It feels like summer here. There's a change up downstairs. 0-1. Down low again, 2-0. Just when you think Soroka was going to start making some more efficient pitching choices, he's walked a guy, got him behind again. All right, shout out to Mexican down in the chat box. Mexican for Go Lovekin. I know I've heard A-Bomb say your name before, but for some reason I was trying to figure out how to pronounce that. I think if A-Bomb and I had started the season right now, knowing what I know, I'd say we should probably just have the same stream channel, share the same channel. 3-1 now to Castro. Soroka falling behind again. But, you know, thanks for taking the time to subscribe to both our channels. That way, no matter who's doing the game, it'll just pop up on your phone. Boom. And you won't miss it. All right, Soroka with a 3-1 pitch. It's crucial. Just off the plate, I guess. That was very close. And that's a walk. Let's take a look at the laser cam, see if that was a strike. Regardless, 1 out, 2 on, Soroka in trouble again. They got into trouble in the second inning after the Braves. We had 2 errors in the second inning. Dansby couldn't handle a grounder. Then Donaldson threw one into right field trying to throw down the lead runner on a play that cost us dearly. Rare lapse. Usually the Braves defense is pretty solid. That's something this season we haven't had to worry as much about. That was going to be a grounder to the second baseman, who throws over to first in time. Not really a lot on that chopper. So 2 outs now. The runners do advance to second and third. Now tomorrow's game is 1:10 Eastern start time, I believe. A-Bomb will probably be covering that one. Birdie steps in for Miami. McCann sets up inside, and that pitch is inside. 1-0 to Birdie. And if you're not subscribed to A-Bomb already, in the top right of my video, you'll see an information button. You can click on that, and I'll take it to A-Bomb's channel. You can subscribe there. That's going to be hit the other way, right to Freddie Freeman. Steps on the bag, so we get out of a jam there. That's out number 3. 2-0. Miami is leading with the Braves coming up to bat. Hang on. Welcome back to Atlanta Braves and Miami Marlins live play-by-play reaction tonight. Full game coverage. It's the Bone Crusher. So today I go to Zaxby's for lunch, and this millennial is at the drink machine, and I swear to God, he's trying to pour a drink in one hand, and then he's surfing his phone with the other, and I'm like, you're holding up the damn line. What is wrong with kids? I don't know if it was a millennial. What is he? He looked like he might have been 16 or 15 or 14 or something. I don't know if that's even a millennial. Either way, holding up the damn line. And those drink machines, those touchscreen drink machines, Freddie Freeman shows bunt and fouls it off out of play. That was surprising. You know, people let their like 5-year-old kids do the drink machine. They go, okay, give it a try, son, like it's a toy, and we're all sitting here thirsty while your kids' filthy hands are cramming up the damn machine. Freddie Freeman takes that one for a ball, so it's 1-1 here in the top of the fourth. This game is moving right along. I don't know what the weather forecast is in Atlanta tonight. That's going to catch the lower corner of the plate. 1-2 now to Freddie Freeman. Freddie walked in his first appearance. Here comes the 1-2 from Richards. Freddie gets on top of that one and hits it, but the second baseman is there, fires to first in time. Freddie hustled, but that's 1 out. I can't get that freaking scoreboard at the top of the screen to update. It's still stuck in the first inning, but the one at the bottom of the screen that I just added today, at least that's working. Alright. So Acuna is going to be batting now. He got a single earlier in the game. It wasn't a really well hit ball, but he found a hole. Count is 0-1 to Acuna. 0-2 to Acuna. He's been falling behind a bit lately. That was a cutter. That was a nasty pitch. Upstairs, 1-2 to Acuna. Acuna rips that one foul. He pulled that, but out of play. I'm going to take one more crack at the stupid scoreboard here. There we go. Finally in effing business. All right. 1-2 to Acuna. 1 out. Nobody on. Top of the fourth. The Braves are down by 2. That's outside by Richards. So the count is 2-2. Richards' pitch count is up to 58. And we're up to 40 subscribers tonight. Looking to hit 45. So make sure you subscribe to our channel tonight. That pitch is just low, so it's going to be a full count now to Acuna with 1 out. He knows he can expect something over the plate. Richards kicks and fires. Acuna hits that one into right field again for another single. Took it the other way. Good job. Good bat. Good bat. Let's get something going here. We've got thunderstorms here, and whenever the wind blows too hard and rains too hard here, the internet goes to shit. So hopefully our stream health will stay solid. Markakis steps in. That's in the dirt. 1-0 to Markakis. And I am saving up for a better microphone headset. I got this at 5 below. So this is a $5 headset microphone. This is just until we get some better equipment in. The fidelity is not that great. Upstairs, 2-0 to Markakis. Philadelphia and Washington are just underway. New York and Milwaukee also in the first. Pitch way inside. 3-0 now to Markakis. So we got a runner on first. 3-0 count to Markakis. I think Markakis should just lay off this next pitch and make him throw a strike here. Let's not give him the green light here. There's a fastball down the gullet. Okay, 3-1 now. You can give him the green light. The 3-1 pitch to Markakis. Richards throws to first instead. Acuna is back. Another thing about those touch drink machines, you know, if you have a lunch rush, it takes forever to get a drink out of those things. It really slows up everybody. Not to mention all the dirty hands that are on it. I use my knuckles. I do the touch screen with my knuckles because I'm going to be using those fingertips for eating. There's a strike. 3-2 now. So it was 3-0 to Markakis, and he has watched two pitches over the plate without the bat getting off his shoulder. So it's a full count, runner on first. 1 out. Let's see if Schnicker sends Acuna here. Low and ball 4. Acuna was running. All right, we got 2 on now with 1 out. Let's get this going. Let's get some gravy here. Seen a few people coming in and out tonight. Some decent traffic so far. And usually when it's a close game, like in the 8th and 9th inning, people start pouring on in. Love it. All right, Dansby Swanson at bat now. He's going to try to make up for that error he had in the 2nd inning. Costly error. Miami has 2 runs, and those are unearned. Dansby has a real wide open stance tonight. Takes that for a strike, 0-1. What kind of spaghetti sauce do you use, Sergeant? I like the Newman's Own. Now on a good day, if I got some fresh tomatoes, I've been known to make my own. That is low and away. 1-1 to Dansby. So Richards got in a little trouble here. See if we can get to him right now. The 1-1 upstairs, 2-1 to Dansby. Again, not a sellout crowd or anywhere near it here in Miami, and just some of the casual shots they've shown us of the crowd shows a lot of older white people in the audience. And maybe MLB and Miami need to reanalyze their demos. Dansby fouls that one out of play. 2-2 is the count. The average age of the MLB viewer is in their 50s. So the baseball needs to do something to appeal to younger audiences. And some people say what they're doing is creating more highlights, more viral plays, more viral videos, more home runs. The 2-2 pitch to Swanson. Fouled off, 2-2. I heard one announcer on the Fox radio network state that he believes in his heart of hearts that the ball has been wound tighter this year. They're doing something. They're trimming the seams. I don't know if that's true though. And by the way, after I made that comment about old white people, they did show some Latino fans in the audience raising their flags, having a good time supporting their team and their players. So that's always good to see. Another foul ball. Well hit, but out of play. Still 2-2. Dansby staying alive. There's one out. Let's reset for you here. Top of the fourth. Braves trail 2-0. We have 2 runners on, first and second, 1 out, and a 2-2 count to Dansby Swanson. Wide open stance from Dansby. He's going to dribble that one back to the pitcher, who throws to second for 1. They try to turn 2, but Dansby beats it out. So 2 are out, and we have runners on the corner now. They could not convert the double play. It was, starts from the pitcher. It's hard to pull a double play that way. What's the score in there? 1, I don't know. I don't usually score the plays. I've heard A-Bomb do some fine, 6-3-1 double play or whatever. I guess I need to, if I'm going to be a professional play-by-play guy one day, I need to pay attention to those finer details of play-by-play announcing. Great opportunity for Gwinnett County's own Brian McCann stepping up to the plate. That pitch is outside, 1-0 to McCann. Quietly hitting .300 this year. He's got 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. He missed some time, and he doesn't start every day behind the plate. But hey, when you're batting .300, great. Big swing and a miss. Change up. Swung over the top of that. So it's 1-1 to Brian McCann. Oh, he was a superstar in Atlanta. He's had a couple of tough years recently, a couple of tough seasons. But he put that Braves uniform on, and bam, he's hitting .300. Love it. Let's see if he can do something for us right here. The 1-1. That's going to be pulled foul. 1-2. Hit a big cut. Hey, welcome aboard. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bring you Braves coverage all season long. Between A-Bomb and myself, I think we're on pace for about 100 games this season. The 1-2 to McCann. Catcher sets up inside. That's a high one. 2-2. Fastball way upstairs. Inciarte on deck. I don't think they're going to pitch around McCann to get Inciarte, but that is popped up foul, and the catcher does not stay in play for the catcher, so still 2-2. And let us know where you're listening from in the chat box. I want to thank Sergeant Gibby and the Mexican for chatting in the box tonight. Chop doing the chop all over Braves country this evening. I'm in the panhandle of Northwest Florida tonight on a hot, humid, drizzly Saturday night. McCann's waiting for the 2-2 here. Richards has 78 pitches on the night. A lot of them coming here in the top of the fourth. The pitcher kicks and fires, and that is going to be fouled off. That was probably a ball, but McCann just kind of fouls that out of the way. Probably a little too close to take there. And we've seen the umpire already calling stuff strikes that are out of the zone. So with that in mind, McCann really had to swing at that, even though it was a ball. The 2-2. He's going to throw to third instead. Runner is back safely. That's Ozzie. Check it. That's Acuna sitting over at third. And we really want to see McCann come up with something right here, like old times. And that's fouled back. Still 2-2. If anything, he's working Richards hard. This will be pitch number 8 in the at-bat. Richard throws a lot of off-speed stuff. I'm thinking he's going to throw a fastball, try to get right by McCann here. Nope, that was a changeup that just missed the outside of the corner of the plate. Wow, wow. 3-2. We got a full count here. McCann with a full count. Runners on the corner. The catcher did a good frame job, but it wasn't enough. The 3-2 high. All right, that's going to load him up. McCann walks to first, so Inciarte is going to have a chance with the bases juiced. And then he has struggled a bit this season. There's going to be a visit to the mound. All right, so a little break in the action. So I'm going to show you again while they're having that powwow on the mound, the dark side lighter cases we have. Now, whether you smoke cigarettes, which we're not saying you need to be a cigarette smoker to buy this, or you do major bong blows, or you just like to burn things, this is a pretty unique cigarette lighter, or a light cigarette lighter case. It's got like some skulls and stuff on it. I mean, nobody will confuse your lighter for theirs. So if you're tired of jackasses stealing your lighter, this is pretty intimidating. I don't know if you can see all this real close. You can see the skull there. Anyway, that's over at treasurehunt.ga, and we'll be back in just a few seconds as soon as this mound meeting is over. Hang tight. Well, that mound meeting went a little faster than I thought it was going to be. Okay, 1-0 count to Inciarte with the bases loaded. Down low, 2-0. That was a changeup that missed the mark. So I think Richards going to have to start throwing fastballs here. If I was Inciarte, I'd be sitting on a fastball right now. Get ready to turn. The 2-0 pitch. Just caught the outside of the plate. Fastball for a strike. 2-1. And I hope we can capitalize right here. Pressure cooker. Inciarte backs off. Calls for time. Richards taking too much time. Bullpen is up for Miami. And welcome everyone to tonight's play-by-play reaction of the Braves and the Marlins. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Inciarte hits that high. Pretty deep, but caught in front of the track for out number 3. He gave it a ride about 380 feet but the Braves leave them loaded. So the Marlins are coming up to bat, and they lead 2-0.
Hi fans, I'm Gary Kinsey. And say, Gene Garber, how do you spell relief?
I spell it B-A-N-N-E-R, and I say that because Fresca WSB Braves Banner Night is coming up between games of the July 19th Braves-Phillies doubleheader. And that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's brought to you by Sugar-Free Fresca and by WSB Radio, and winners will receive cash prizes with $1,000 going to the best overall banner.
So join the fun on Banner Night. Braves baseball, a family affair. Hey, let's see what you have there.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to come back so soon. But we're here. So let's stay where we're at, why don't we? I was just reading about Tookie Toussaint. So that was a homecoming game for him, apparently, against the Marlins yesterday. He used to play at Coral Springs Christian Academy. And he would make the 36-mile drive to Miami's Little Havana every other day. So I didn't realize this was Tookie's hometown, and this is his stomping grounds he was at last night. So he got a good thrill out of playing in front of a hometown crowd for him. But the Braves did recall Sean Newcomb and send Tookie back down. And that's one of the advantages, I think, of having our AAA team, half hour away from Atlanta, is we can make all those moves. It's just a short drive for the players. When they're back in Richmond, that's a long drive or a flight. That's a delay. Now, I don't know how many times you can send these players up and down. At some point, there's something that kicks in their contract, and you have to either leave them up or get permission to send them down or trade them or something. But I think they're just trying to figure out who's going to be where, what pitchers are going to kind of rise to the top and land the rotation. But everyone excited about Tookie. All right, we are back here. O'Brien batting. Soroka throws the pitch, and O'Brien is going to hit that to the shortstop, who throws him out at first. That was a horrible play call. Let us know where you are watching at tonight. If you're watching on TV, then consider this your second screen. Just sync us up with your TV. You might have to pause your TV a second. All right, one out in the bottom of the fourth. Count is 1-0. Herrera, the center fielder, is at bat. He's 0 for 1 on the night, and he's going to hit that one slowly to the second baseman, who fumbles it. Another error for the Braves. Every one of our infielders is going to take a turn making an error there. Ozzie, he was there. Let's see the replay. Why he couldn't handle it? I know it was a broken bat. Let's see if the bat was coming at him. And the pitcher had to kind of dive out of the way of that broken bat. And with a lot of broken bat, balls in play, it's not hit too sharply. So Ozzie had plenty of time to get there. And the replay was all about the broken bat. But he just botched the catch. And they're scoring that it hit, actually. I don't know why. Bunt attempt is foul. So their pitcher Richards is at bat. 0-1. Still showing bunt. Throw it over to first, not in time. Miami doesn't have any batters hitting over 300 at present. That bunt attempt is right to Freeman, who spins and fires over to Ozzie for the out at first. Runner advances. So there's 2 outs. Runner on second for Miami. Bottom of the 4th, they're leading 2-0. I'm going to stretch my legs here. Ooh. I'm going to stand over these awesome paintings. Can y'all see these Atlanta Falcons and Atlanta Brave paintings? My wife made those. That's pretty snazzy. That's pretty cool. I like it. Soroka fakes a throw to second. And I don't think these are listed over at treasurehunt.ga. But, of course, they're for sale, though. Rojas is going to bat now. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Brian McCann sets up inside. Soroka steps off the bag. So McCann's going to come out there, have a little meeting with Soroka. There are 2 outs here. Come here, Dare. Let's put Dare on TV. Ugh, little kitty kitty. This is Dare. Let's go say hey to everyone, Dare. See? She is a Seal Point or a Siamese. Here you go, sweetheart. There you go. She's rooting for the Braves tonight. That pitch catches the corner of the plate for a strike. Let's see. There's Dare. Or Dare Burger. What do you want to call her? The 0-1 pitch, hit right to the shortstop, fires to first in time for out number 3. So luckily no damage done. 2-0, Miami's leading, and we're gonna go to the 5th. But here is another nostalgic retro Braves commercial.
Catch the hits. Pete Rose and the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Atlanta Braves Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. All right. Hey, shout out in the chat box. We got Rose or Rose. I have a feeling I'm not pronouncing that right, Rose. In need the Braves. I think he's trying to say I need the Braves and the Rays to win. Is my bet realistic or not? What are the Rays doing tonight? I don't know what the Rays are doing tonight, but if you bet on the Braves, you always have a good chance. Glad to have you aboard, Rose. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe. A-Bomb, our moderator,
finally has arrived. He's watching the game on the deck, and he's got it synced up with his TV. And he plans on reacting to tomorrow's game. That's a 1:10 Eastern start, so make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. We're underway here in the top of the 5th. That's strike one. Soroka batting for himself. Soroka takes strike 2. 0-2 to Soroka. And if A-Bomb's a little late, don't panic. He'll be here. There's an information button in the top right corner of the video you're watching that'll let you subscribe to A-Bomb as well. And Soroka strikes out. And Rose says, is it Rose? If it's Rose, say, I don't know, 1 for Rose, 2 for Rose. I don't know. I don't want to mispronounce people's name. But anyway, Rose says, like the vid, brah, or bruv. Thanks, bruv. We got 6 likes on the night. Appreciate that. Ozzy pops that one up. The outfielders are going to converge, and they collide, and it's going to fall to the ground. And he's going to slide into second, and it looks like the center fielder is slow to get up for Miami. But they collided. I guess the left fielder probably should have conceded. I don't know if the center fielder was calling for it, but we'll take it. So we got a runner on second now. Oh yeah, see the replay. It looked like the left fielder's head went right in to the center fielder's jaw. Ouch. Prize fighter. Head to the face. That hurts, and that's an error on Miami. Herrera is their center fielder. He was very slow to get up. He saw some stars on that collision. And it wasn't like they were like flying towards the ball. They had plenty of time to call off the left fielder there. I don't know. Okay, a little break for the Braves. Rose is a kind of wine, so you don't seem. What is that picture of your profile? I can't tell. That was like some skull looking thing. Well, Rose says the Rays are down 0-1 against Baltimore. Thanks for the score update. Is it a big deal for the Braves to come back and win, or is it not that hard? 2-0. Well, of course, it's totes doable, brah. I bet on it, man. If we were down, I remember watching the Braves like in the 80s, okay? And we had a lot of rough years in the 80s. And it might be the 9th inning. We're playing and on the West Coast. It's probably 1 in the morning. We're down by 7 or some shit in the bottom of the 9th. I'm like, hey, we can come back. I'm still watching. And that's my attitude now. I just down by 2, no problem. We can come back. We can come back from that for sure. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Did they might have a pitching change going? No, I think that's the air conditioner that just kicked on. A-bomb. Pretty noisy, huh? And I am going to get a better microphone, A-bomb, so we don't have to listen to my dishwashers and my air conditioning units. So I will go cut that off. I guess they're making a pitching change. We'll cut off the air conditioner and get to the chat box and more action in just a sec. All right. It's going to be Nick Anderson, the new pitcher for Miami. And we are underway here. Donaldson is going to be batting with 1 out and a runner on second. Donaldson takes a changeup for a strike, 0-1. Donaldson comes in batting .269 with 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. He started slow, but been playing just fine. Anderson looks the runner back to second, taking his time, and Donaldson wants time. And we're all going to have some time. Maybe on my turn off the air conditioner, I hope that sounds a little better. Inside. So it's 1-1 to Donaldson. Yeah, I think Mexican's right, Rose, that the Braves 2 runs is totes doable for the Braves. Their issue has been holding leads, according to Mexican. Yeah, and you're right. He's right. He's on point. Can't argue with that assessment. There's a swing and a miss from Donaldson, 1-2. And that changeup or curveball, just the bottom dropped out of that. Good pitch from Anderson. Donaldson batting second in the lineup tonight. Waits for the 1-2. Anderson kicks and fires a fastball down the pipe for strike 3. 97 on the gun. Donaldson could not get the bat off his shoulder. And if you missed it earlier, A-Bomb, I was telling some of the guys that I just got a new shipment of creatine in. So I'm going to start another round of creatine. And being 45 years old, I think the creatine really helps you look younger. It's very good for the epidermis. All right, Freddie Freeman steps in now. Let's see if he can bring someone across. There's a fastball inside for a ball. We got that runner on second after the air collision by the Miami outfielders. Let's try to capitalize on that. We've left them loaded earlier in the game, so you only get so many chances to have runners in scoring position. The 1-0 pitch to Freeman. He fouls that off. Man, these guys, the play-by-play reaction guys, the Sports Fury, A-Bomb, I don't know, this might be their job. I don't think they have a job. They're on every day at any hour. I think they do this shit for a living. All right, Freddie Freeman waits for the 1-1. And why are we looking at the umpire's butt? Freeman's going to hit that one deep to left field, but the outfielder has it on the track. Could not take advantage, and we leave a runner on, so the Braves have no runs. Miami has 2, and we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's another nostalgic retro Braves commercial. See if you remember this one.
Hi fans, I'm Gary Kinsey. And say, Gene Garber, how do you spell relief?
I spell it B-A-N-N-E-R, and I say that because Fresca WSB Braves Banner Night is coming up between games of the July 19th Braves-Phillies doubleheader. And that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's brought to you by Sugar-Free Fresca and by WSB Radio, and winners will receive cash prizes with $1,000 going to the best overall banner.
So join the fun on Banner Night. Braves baseball, a family affair. Hey, let's see what you have there.
Right, we're back, and I'm rocking the Shasta tonight. Dollar Tree special. Tonight's play-by-play reaction coverage sponsored by my wife's eBay store, treasurehunt.com. Sorry, treasurehunt.ga. And we got these pretty dope lighter cases over at treasurehunt.ga. All right, we're back here in Miami in the bottom of the fifth. The count is 1-1 to Anderson. There's a dribbler just foul, 1-2. I'm going to let... And this isn't the relief pitcher Anderson. This is their position player Anderson batting. He's 0 for 2 on the night, and the count is 1-2. I'm going to get back to the chat box in a minute. Y'all hit us up. Let us know where you're at. Comments, questions, fire away. Our moderator, A-Bomb, keeping an eye on things down there. The 1-2 from Soroka. Swing and a miss, the whiff. That was a really good looking curveball there. And Soroka's pitch count only at 62, so he's pitching pretty efficiently tonight. The New York Mets are leading Milwaukee 1-0 in the third, and Washington has an early lead on Philadelphia. So we want the Mets to lose and Philadelphia to lose. And right now they're both losing. And 0-1 count to Walker with 1 out, the bottom of the fifth. That's a foul ball. So it's going to be quickly 0-2 to Walker. What I need to do is get an update on the number of subscribers we have, because I bet we picked up some. We're trying to hit 45 tonight, y'all. Swing and a miss, strike 3, sit down and shut up. That is the 5th K tonight for Soroka. So 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Well, it says we're still at 40 subscribers, so make sure you like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 45 tonight. That'd be sweet. Castro steps in, and first pitch is hit straight to the third baseman, who fires to Freeman for out number 3. All right, that's going to take us to the 6th inning. The Braves are trailing by 2. We're going to keep it right here. I noticed something yesterday driving that A-Bomb had brought up about people stopping in the center lane, like in the turning lane, to stop their car and use their phone. I saw, and it's Thunder Alley week here on the Emerald Coast. That means there's thousands and thousands of motorcyclists here, constantly making tons of noise. It's absolutely insane. I can't stand it. Well, these 3 motorcyclists got off their bikes and were just standing next to their bikes in the center lane. I don't know if they're on their phone or what, or socializing, or what they were doing. I thought that was an extremely dangerous thing to do. I'll say one more thing about the creatine I mentioned earlier. We're in a break right now, but if you're an older dude like myself, I mean, I'm not looking too decrepit yet, but you know, I started this new job about 8 months ago, and I've put on probably 20-30 pounds just sitting behind a desk. So I've when I got some creatine, gonna get back in the game here, get back in shape. And the creatine, if you're an older guy, it actually kind of causes some water retention, and it'll actually smoothen out wrinkles and stuff like that. And you'll definitely look a little bit younger. It's really good for your skin, your epidermis. And there's a lot of literature out now about the anti-aging effects keeps your mitochondrial DNA younger and working better. So who should be taking creatine? Not just athletes like Mark McGuire, older people, men, women, people in nursing homes should be taking creatine, definitely. All right, we're about to get back underway here in Miami. We're in the 6th inning. If you're just joining us, the Braves are trailing 2-0. Glad to have everyone aboard. Let us know where you're listening at in Braves country. I had Acuna coming up to bat. He's 2 for 2 tonight. He's had 2 opposite field singles, nothing fancy, no huge swings, just some competent batting there by Acuna tonight. The 0-1 is down low. 1-1 to Acuna. Another curveball down low. 2-1 to Acuna now. And with that, with this job, usually I'd been working later in the day, so I would get up, like most people, shower, have my breakfast, go to work. But lately I've been showering at night, and I'm not sure I feel good about that. There is a strike to Acuna. 2-2. That was a change up right down the gullet there. I mean, I'm a grown-ass man, and I shouldn't have, bath time at night. That's, for kids. I should be showering in the morning like a... maybe Mrs. Bone Crusher is right. She says that Acuna's going to dribble that one to the third baseman, who has to scramble to throw him out at first, but Acuna instantly asked for a replay there. There was a soft chopper to the third baseman who had to charge the ball. He picks up cleanly, fires it to first, but I don't think he got him. He looks safe to me. The umpire immediately called him out, and Acuna instantly pointed back to the dugout that he wanted a replay. So here is, he is safe. Totes safe. Acuna's totes safe. That's going to get reversed. Safe. Let's get that reversed. And A-Bomb has this YouTube screen up on his 40-inch television. So, and you could probably see my aging mug really well. I am very well aware of this rapidly aging mug. So check me out in a week after that creatine starts kicking in. There is a challenge, as we thought there would be. So tomorrow we have that 1:10 Eastern start time. A-Bomb's doing that game. He could potentially be just a few minutes late starting that, but make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. There's an information button in the top right of your screen, so after you subscribe to me, click on that info button. That'll help you subscribe to A-Bomb. But tomorrow at night after the game, I told Mrs. Bone Crusher I want to watch Season 2 of Cobra Kai. Don't spoil it for me. I saw Season 1. I think I want to watch Season 1 again, then watch Season 2. But I am ready to get all up in some Cobra Kai. All right, Markakis is going to step into the box. I've got a runner on first. That call was reversed. There is a low changeup swing and a miss by Markakis. So that's going to be an infield hit for Acuna. All right, let's see if Kraft beard guy Nick Markakis can move him along. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Braves have had some chances. That one is going to be golfed into right field for a single, and Acuna is going to stretch that and go all the way to third. So we got him on the corner now. That's what's up. Yeah, there's a base hit. Breaking news. If this has been an actual... This was an actual emergency. That's what I wanted. I wanted that base hit stupid thing, you know? Let's do that again. No, that's not... That's the fucking chat box. I think I'm just trying to do too many things at once there. There's the stupid hit graphic. All right, runners on the corner here. Nobody out for Dansby. Yeah, if you name your kid Dansby, you hope he's going to go to like an Ivy League school. If your name is Dansby, you're probably not going to Tech. You're not going to a 2-year. You're not going to Middle Georgia Tech. You're not going to Warner Robins Tech. And the pitch, he's going to pull that one. And they got the runner trying to get to home from third in a rundown. And that's going to be an out. Did he tag him? Oh, they're going to ring him up. Ozzie, check it. Acuna says he's safe. He's like, he doesn't think there was a tag. I think he went outside the baseline. That's probably going to stay an out. But here comes the human peanut, Schnicker, to talk about this. So let's see if they make the tag and if he goes outside the baseline. Because nobody was covering home plate very well, at least. Yeah, the umpire immediately says you're outside the baseline. All right, somebody did cover home. He steps outside that dirt into foul territory. It wasn't very far. I guess if you step into the grass, you're outside the baseline. So that sucks to see the runner at third get gunned down. 1 out, runners on first and second. Brian McCann. Let's see if he can be our hero here. Low and inside, 1-0. Gibby says oh yeah. I think our technical difficulties are behind us, Gibby, I hope. But let me know if any lingering issues. I rely on the guys in the chat box when things go astray. The 1-0 to McCann. Fastball down the pipe, 1-1. That was 96 on the gun from Anderson. The 1-1 to McCann. Anderson kicks and fires. Fastball outside. 2-1. Good eye, McCann. Kansas waiting to get a good hit, good pitch, good count, good hitters count, so he can rip one for us. All right. The Braves have 2 on with 1 out. Top of the 6th. McCann swings and misses on that changeup. 2-2 to McCann. McCann batting right around 300. He got hurt for a little while, and he doesn't play every day. But great to see Brian McCann hitting around 300 for the Braves. Could really use some of that right now. Here comes the 2-2. McCann pulls that one foul. That was an 83-mile-an-hour changeup, so he was able to stay back enough to make contact. You know, in these situations, you're sitting on a fastball and just kind of trying to foul anything else off. Now, here we are, another situation with runners scoring position. Let's see if this inning we can capitalize. McCann's going to take that one to left field, and that is going to drop in for a hit. Markakis rounds third. He's safe. So it's 2-1 Braves with runners on second and third. McCann comes through with the double. And, you know, he just stayed back on that pitch and soft served that up in the left field. Wasn't trying to pull it. He intentionally took it the other way. And watching McCann run, boy, that hurts just watching that shit. Bases are not loaded. No, we have runners on second and third. We did score a run there. Markakis was able to come all the way around. So we have runners on second and third with 1 out. Trail by 1. Top of the 6th. And there's going to be an intentional walk. They're going to intentionally walk Inciarte. That's wild. I guess they want to get to our pitcher. Poor Rose, we sure could use a home run. But, you know, I think McCann did the smart thing and just went the other way there. Took what he could handle. I mean, he's a pro. That was a professional at-bat by McCann. And now the bases are loaded after the intentional walk. If you are watching on TV, try to sync us up the best you can. And the pitcher, Soroka, takes a big cut and fouls that back, 0-1. If you have a DVR set up, just pause it for a few seconds. New York and Milwaukee are tied up, and Philadelphia and Washington are tied up. So that is going to be a ball. 1-1 now is the count to Soroka, who laid off that pitch. He is going to give it everything he's got here. This pitcher is relishing this opportunity. If you're a pitcher, you love to get some at-bats. You want to come through. Remember back in the 90s, all our pitchers could hit a little bit. I think I even saw Smoltz go yard before. The 1-1 on Soroka, he fouls that back. 95 on the gun, and he is able to get a piece of it. You just hope the pitcher doesn't hit a double play. I mean, you'd almost say, hey, you know what, just don't even swing. Just take the strikeout. But they're not going to do that. Soroka is going to do his best to come through. Wouldn't that be awesome to see Soroka with a hit right here? The 1-2 pitch. He's going to chop that one foul. Still 1-2. He's choking up on the bat, just trying to make contact. Thanks for all the action in the chat box. All right, Anderson's bringing the 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2 to the pitcher with the bases loaded. Atlanta trails by 1 in the top of the 6th. And this is probably the liveliest Miami crowd we've seen in probably the entire season. Soroka's ready. He's ready for the 2-2. And he fouls that one back. Don't tell this guy he's just a pitcher. He thinks he's a big-time Major League hitter. I think Soroka took his creatine this morning and he's ready to rock. Rose asking about the dog pound. Let's see what Soroka can do here. The 2-2. He fouls that one off. He thought he had a chance of getting a hit there. Wow. I am a little impressed here with this at-bat by our pitcher, Soroka. If anything, he is making Anderson just work and get tired and giving all our batters more opportunities to work on their timing, to see him pitch. Oh, and there's a swing and a miss. Change up. Got him. Good at bat, though, by Soroka. Yeah, don't follow the Browns too much. I think they've got some. I know they got some Georgia Bulldog players that. Who's your running back? Is that one of our Georgia players? He had like a 99-yard touchdown run during the NFL season last year. The rookie running back from Georgia. Is that right? I think I was doing play-by-play reaction on that run. Yeah, Chubb. Yeah, is that their running back? Because we had Chubb and another guy, two running backs, the senior running backs, both went to the NFL. I mean, you got a good. I mean, Georgia has a stable of running backs every year, and two of our running backs last year, or from a couple years ago, went to the pros. That's impressive. All right, 2 outs with the bases loaded. Ozzie steps in. Very wide open stance. Swing and a miss. Ozzie's just trying to smother that pitch, and it was a changeup. American football. Oh, Rose is from the Netherlands. Well, glad to have you aboard in the Netherlands. There is a ball, 1-1 to Ozzie. All right, bases loaded, 2 out, top of the 6. Ozzie fouls that one off. 1-2 now. We left him loaded earlier in the game. Oh, hate for that to happen again, man. We need to make connections right now. A base hit could give us the lead. We're down by 1. Apparently, Rose in the Netherlands, a big Cleveland Browns fan. All right. All right, Anderson steps off the pitching mound. Ozzie resets. Runners take their lead. Anderson kicks and fires, and Ozzie rips that one. Back. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Grand slam home run. Woo! I'm knocking shit down. How do you like that? Come on. Woo! Grand slam salami, 4-run ding dong. Ozzie Albies with his 3rd career salami. And he knew it. Beautiful, beautiful. Though I will tell Fox Sports South or whoever is doing this game that their camera work was pretty shitty on that play. All right. Braves take the lead. Donaldson at bat. Swing and a miss. Grand slam for Ozzie. Fuck yeah. And the Sarge helping out Rosie with the fundamentals of baseball. Hey, that's cool. We had Australian guys tuning in last night. Mick, he doesn't know a lot about baseball. So, yeah, we're more than happy to kind of explain a little bit of that to some new fans of baseball or some casual fans. I mean, just what the doctor ordered, a grand slam. Wow. I mean, the dopamine is flying through me right now. Mrs. Bone Crusher is scolding me for making too much noise and jumping around. I hope I didn't overmodulate my microphone there and sound all distorted. Yeah, I know, screaming in people's ears, but you know, if you're a play-by-play guy, the pros, they know how to scream off microphone enough where it's not blowing out someone's ear, but you still can get excited anyway. Rosie says, you guys should do a reaction on Tampa Bay Rays. You guys really bring the luck. Haha, yeah. You know, whenever the Braves are down in a game, maybe it's the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning, and then all of a sudden the Bone Crusher shows up online to call the end of the game, you know something's up. You know there's some mojo working. I do that. I have a knack for that. I show up at just the right time. Man, after that, I'm going to have a sip of my Shasta right here, which has unfortunately gone a little flat. Well, whether you like to smoke cigarettes, do major bong blows, or just burn things, a gnarly lighter case like this, I mean, no one has this. This is I've never seen these before. Can you see the skulls there? That's a pretty intimidating lighter case. That is for sale over at treasurehunt.ga, our sponsor. You can see that address on our screen, treasurehunt.ga. All right, it's the bottom of the 6th now. Soroka still in the game. And the count is going to be 2-0 to Jorge Alfaro. So, Rosie, how did you become a baseball fan out in the Netherlands? Ozzy, that's right. He's from Curacao, a very small island nation, I believe. And there's a strike. 3-1 now. I need to focus on the game at hand here. I guess I lost my concentration after that grand slam. Wow. Oh, that's right. That's right. There is a pop-up to deep center field, but Inciarte is there for the first out. Yeah, I guess Curacao is a former colony or territory of the Netherlands. I don't know what the relationship between the two are now. Rosie with some more history for us. Did you guys know that New York was built by Dutchmen? I did not know that. That's cool. Hey, kitty. And Durr is back. Yeah, Durr, what's up? We hit a grand slam, Durr. Let's get Durr back on TV here. Come here, sweetheart. Watch your head. Watch your head. You want to say, hey, Durr? Can you talk in the microphone? There is a chopper back to the pitcher, who's going to throw him out for out number 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Braves up 5-2, and Soroka still in the game. Our starting pitcher having a pretty good night. In fact, he has he's given up no earned runs. The Braves had 2 errors, I guess, back in the second. So, you subtract that, and Soroka has a shutout, basically. So let's not take anything away from the excellent pitching performance from Soroka tonight, though. Oh, and as soon as I say that, he plunks the batter. The umpire gets in front of him and says, don't even think about it. That did not look intentional, but with all the drama that's been going on, you never know. Right in the square of his back. So let's see. Do they give him a warning? All right, 2 outs with a runner on first, and I did not see who they hit there. We'll keep an eye on that situation. That's interesting. Herrera is up to bat, and he's going to take that one pretty deep, but Acuna is there for out number 3. All right, we're going to head to the 7th. The Braves are up 5-2, and the Braves are batting next.
Catch the hits. Pete Rose and the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Atlanta Braves Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Catch all the hits.
So as I mentioned earlier, with this job that I'm kind of getting up earlier than I'm used to getting up, I've been taking a bath at night, which I really feel is kind of childish. Am I wrong? Does someone else take their bath at night or a shower at night? Tyler Kinley is going to be the new pitcher for the Marlins. And Freddie Freeman coming up to bat. Top of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Freeman over the top of that. Curve ball. Freeman batting .306 on the season with 6 home runs and 19 RBI. There is a strike over the plate. 0-2 to Freeman. He was looking for a fastball and did not get it. Checks his swing there. It's going to be 1-2 to Freeman. You've all heard the looky, 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 here comes Cookie radio jingle ads for Cook's Pest Control. But someone posted, looky, looky, here comes Tookie. And Freeman is going to line out there, so that's 1 away. No trouble for the first baseman. Let's get a count, see if we have any new subscribers. Make sure you like and subscribe because we bring you Atlanta Braves play-by-play reaction all season long. Me and A-Bomb team up and take turns doing this. He'll be bringing it tomorrow night's game. So after you subscribe to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to his. Just hit the information button in the top right of your video. Yeah, let me go see how many subscribers our count is up to. Which we hope to have 45 tonight, but we are still at 40, it appears. Acuna is going to golf that one into right field for another single. That's his third single tonight, I believe. At least his third. We just need 5 more subscribers tonight. Looks like the trainer's coming out to talk to Acuna. And then the human peanut, Brian Schnitker. I mean, get that guy some cheekbones or something. So Acuna comes limping out of the batter's box on that single, so he may have tweaked or pulled something. Let's see if we can get an idea of what happened here. Yeah, he pulled up a little gimp. And they're not really, they're just talking to him. They're not really examining Acuna here. I mean, that looks like something you could hurt your side, like you pull a muscle on your side or something like that, with that extension of that swing. And a shout out to A-Bomb's mom in Rome, Italy today. Is she taking a Perillo tour? I watch I watch a lot of stuff on Pluto, and I am bombarded with these Perillo tour commercials. When you think of Italy, what do you think of? I'm like, yeah, ragu spaghetti sauce, you know. All right, so runner on first. I guess Acuna staying in the game. I didn't see if they made any changes there. Markakis up to bat here. In the top of the 7th with 1 out and a runner on. Throwback over to first. Acuna is back safely, so he is going to stay in the game. I don't know if A-Bomb mom is the Amsterdam type. Man, I'm sure she would like going to like doorknob tour or a bicycle ride in Amsterdam. 2-0. Now my brother has been to Amsterdam. He was working, and I guess he's working for them again, that company out of Germany called Airbus. He helps create airplanes. He's an engineer, and they would send him to Amsterdam all the time. He loved it. There's a pitch right down the pipe, 1-1. Of course, he would go to the coffee shops and get so stoned that when he got to the airport, he didn't know what was going on. There's a high fastball. 2-1 to Markakis. Got to keep an eye on Acuna. He may have hurt himself on that infield hit he had earlier in the game. So we don't want to see him come up hurt. Maybe they should just go ahead and get a pinch runner for him. There's a high pitch. 3-1 to Markakis. So I hope the human peanut Schnitker is not going to send Acuna running here on this 3-1 pitch. He's putting on a glove. I can't tell if he's got the oven mitt on or what kind of glove. I don't know if we've ever figured out, A-Bomb, what that oven mitt these players have been wearing is for. And that's ball 4. So we've got 2 on now with 1 out in the top of the 7th. I gave the Cats a little bit. He might want some more. Oh, he probably wants out. He's been in for a while. Mrs. Bone Crusher's got to let the cat out. I'd love to take a trip to Amsterdam. And I'm all about a bicycle community. I think cars are freaking death traps. I mean, we all know somebody that's died in a car accident. Here comes the pitch to Swanson. He steps in. 0-1 to Swanson with 2 on, top of the 7th. I mean, here in America, many towns are really built around having a car. You can't live in most places without a car unless you want to spend 2 hours each way on buses and trains. That's in the dirt, 1-1. And even the bus and train system, like in Atlanta, is built. It's built to help pedestrians in town, but it's also built to help commuters. You commute to a terminal, then you get out of your car, and then you ride into town. Traffic in Atlanta is hell on earth. That is the worst place. And Swanson's going to rip that to center field, and it falls in. The center fielder dives for it, comes up empty, and that is going to load the bases. I guess Acuna had to wait to see what happened, so he couldn't score, but good hit there by Swanson. He rips that one to center field. Center fielder, I don't know, maybe he should have had that. He certainly had a chance to catch that. He dove for it. Let's see what happened. Just got under his glove. He's lucky that thing didn't go past him and all the way to the wall. He sort of overdove for that. He really didn't. That was a very awkward catch attempt by their center fielder. What's his name? Herrera, who got hit in the head earlier on that collision. So that's going to bring up McCann. Big Mac, the other Big Mac. 1-0 to McCann. Let's see if McCann can launch this one all the way back home to Gwinnett County. Another bases loaded situation for the Braves. That is, they call it a strike, but the laser cam shows that might have been a ball there. 1-1. This is the third time we've had the bases loaded tonight. And last inning it was Ozzie Albies with the grand slam. 1-1 to McCann. Come on. And he's going to hit that one through for a single. 1 run's going to come in. They're going to wave in another run. McCann stops at first. Markakis crosses the plate. Him and Acuna score. It's 7-2 Atlanta. McCann with 2 RBIs there. All smiles. And we are on the verge of blowing this one wide, stinking open. McCann, just like his last at bat, he wasn't trying to pull it. He just stayed with it. How many RBIs does McCann have tonight? Is that like 4 or something like that? Big night for McCann, too. Obviously, it's not 4 because Ozzie had 4 RBIs. So maybe that's 3. Rosie talking about the airports. I did stop at the Detroit airport one time. Haven't you been to the Detroit airport, Mrs. Bone Crusher? Yeah. Detroit, talk about a cold town. I don't know if it's colder in the Netherlands than Detroit. But a lot of airports have those trains you're talking about that kind of get you from the terminals. Otherwise, you're going to be walking forever. I'm not a big fan of flying, but I actually really enjoy the energy at the airport. We're going to have probably a pitching change here by Miami. Their bullpen is active. And it used to be here in America, you could go right up to the gate and wait for people, greet people when they get off the plane, but you can't do that anymore. But I mean, and you could show up at the airport, 2 minutes for your flight, no problem. Now it's all just a big pain in the ass. I don't even want to fly anymore. Oh, let's see what's going on in the chat box. I want to thank everyone for watching tonight's play-by-play reaction of the Braves and the Marlins, sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. And, we got Rosie and the Sarge talking. Yeah, the Marlins, they're not having a good season, but the Marlins, I don't know if no one expected them to do well. So they're probably right on about pace. They thought they would be. And Rosie with another update on the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. They're also here in Florida. I guess that's an American League team. I don't follow them as much. I did not know Markakis used to be a Devil Ray. Rosie is scared of the TSA, huh? They made you fill out a 300-question form just to get in the States. That's harsh. Yeah, it's a different atmosphere at the airports, getting out of the country. It's not the way it used to be, man. All right. Well, the new pitcher is Austin Bryce. Comes in with a 2.61 ERA. And it's going to bring up Inciarte, who was intentionally walked last time at bat. He's going to turn on that one. Let's see if it gets out of play. No, they're able to get that for the out. That stays just in play. So Inciarte fouls out. The runner cannot advance. So still on the corner. We have him on first and third here. That's going to bring up Mike Soroka, our pitcher. And his last at bat was actually pretty good. He didn't get a hit, but he really hung in there, was fouling him off. So he's absolutely going to relish another chance to get a hit. This pitcher, Soroka, he looks like he can hit a baseball, and he does. He gets that one into right field past the first baseman for an RBI single. McCann lumbers all the way to third. I do not like to see Brian McCann hustling to third like that with that bad hamstring. But an RBI single for Soroka. 8-2 Braves. How you like that, Sarge? That's funny, Rosie. All right, back to the top of the lineup. Ozzie at bat again. Of course, he had the grand slam home run to put the Braves up earlier. There is a chopper to the second baseman, who throws it into the dirt, goes in the dugout. Brian McCann crosses home for another run. I don't think they would have had him at first anyway. Ozzie was hustling. That was a weak ground ball. I don't think that the second baseman. I guess it was a shortstop. The second baseman. Then they had the second baseman again playing like outfield basically, and the shortstop had to cover that, and just not enough time for him to get over there. So nice. Soroka's on third. We got Ozzie on first. McCann just scored. Yeah, even if that throw was on line, and the first baseman did not have good position, so that's an error. Donaldson at bat now. He's 0 for 4 on the night. He takes a strike, 0-1. So let's reset this for you. The Braves have busted this thing wide open. It's 9-2 Atlanta. Top of the 7th. 2 outs. And Donaldson at bat with runners on the corner. He's going to foul that one off. You know, if I'm working TSA and someone comes in from Amsterdam, I'm checking them for weed, and I'm checking them for ecstasy and illegal doorknobs. That's what I'm looking for. Some of those bootleg Danish doorknobs. There is a change up, low and away. Count is 1-2 now to Donaldson. Right, Sarge. I mean, there is going to be that was hit straight at the second baseman for the out. Donaldson line drive out, though, but hit hard. So even though he's 0 for 5 on the night, he hit that one pretty well. Well, that will end the top of the 7th as the Braves extend their lead now 9-2. Looking around the league, Milwaukee is leading the Mets 2-1. Philadelphia tied up with Washington 2-2. And A-Bomb is asking, are the phone lines open? I tell you what, I didn't test them, but I think we can do the phone lines if you want to call in. The number is 678-744-9722. And I think when the Marlins are batting, and they're coming up now, that's a great time to call into the show. So our moderator, A-Bomb, who is house sitting and cat sitting for his mom, who is in Rome, Italy, not Rome, Georgia. I mean, why would you go to Rome, Italy, when you could go to Rome in Georgia? It's so much closer. All right, looks like we have an incoming call from the A-Bomb. Give me a second to set up this A-Bomb, just a moment. All right. Okay. Hang on, Abe. Yeah, all right. And now we got you up. A-Bomb, welcome to the show from Gainesville, Georgia. What's going on, my brah?
Thank you so much. I'm out on the big deck, as they say. Yeah, I'm in Gainesville, which is, if you haven't heard of Gainesville, Georgia, it is the jewel of northeast Georgia.
Sure.
Situated on the shores of Lake Lanier, just a short drive from Atlanta and the mountains. From the highlands to the islands, Hall County has it all.
Brought to you by the Hall County Board of Tourism.
Right. That is an actual slogan they had back in the day, from the islands to the highlands. The islands, there are like some islands out in the middle of Lake Lanier, just like some land that was a little bit higher than the lake. You know, there's nobody actually inhabiting any of those, but You know, if you get on a boat, you can go hang out on an island.
It's fun to say, island in Gainesville, Georgia.
But what a game today. The Braves up 9-2. Great call on the grand slam, by the way.
Oh, thank you, A-Bomb. That was a treat. That was a treat to be able to call that grand slam.
Yeah, Ozzy's, and I heard you mention that was his third career granny. I mean, that's pretty good for a guy that's only been in the league for a couple of years. He's been quite a spark plug, and the Braves definitely got the better end of that deal that they just signed him up for and locked him in for, I think it was 5 years at $35 million.
Damn.
Practically a steal.
Yeah, you're right.
But a great night in the box. Lots of action. Rose or Rose or Rosie from the Netherlands. Great to have him on board. And I see that we've gotten Sergeant Gibby to sign up on your site, so that's awesome. And you're probably back into the actual live action right now, so I'll let you go for now. Just want to say, yes, I do plan on being back at my place for the 1:10 Eastern start tomorrow.
Well, thanks for calling into the show, A-Bomb, and we'll be watching you tomorrow for the Braves and the Marlins.
Out.
All right. All right, and that was A-Bomb calling into the show, our moderator and the other Atlanta Braves play-by-play host. You know, we are Atlanta's only play-by-play reaction hosts. We are stoked to be doing it this year for you guys, so make sure you like and subscribe. Meanwhile, back here in Miami, the Braves are leading 9-2. There are 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, and the Marlins are at bat. Soroka still in the game. He's our starting pitcher tonight. He has given up no earned runs. I believe the 2 runs by Miami are both unearned. We had 2 errors that inning. So great pitching game from Soroka. That one is going to be hit right to the shortstop, who's going to throw it offline to first base. The runner is safe. It goes in the dugout, so he's going to take another base and head over to second. Swanson, is that his second error of the game? Yeah, I mean, there's no excuse there for throwing that one away. It looks like he had a little trouble with the exchange when you're throwing it off the side of your hand. And then Freeman tries to give it that Olay. What's Dorn? What's this Olay shit, Dorn? Right out of the movie Major League. Don't give me that Olay shit. Yeah, that's another error on Dansby Swanson. 2 errors tonight. Take it seriously, guys. There's a well-hit line drive, but just foul. 0-1. Neil Walker batting for Miami. And I do want to welcome anybody to call into the show tonight. We're up by 7 here. Miami's batting, so if you're watching a blowout and there's a strike, swing and a miss, 0-2. If you're watching a blowout, the networks will often start doing interviews or stuff like that, or start going on long conversations and kind of make the game almost secondary. So if you do want to call in tonight, 678-744-9722. That number is on your screen. Now, that would be a very long call if you're in the Netherlands. And there's another well-hit ball from Miami, but Markakis is able to track that down on the warning track for out number 3. So we're going to go to the 8th. And the Braves are up 9-2 on a Saturday night in Miami. After that game, I think I'm going to go get me some authentic Mexican Latino tacos, find one of them awesome street vendors, get some good eats. All you need is a little meat, some cilantro,
some onion and a squeeze of lime on that corn tortilla, and you're doing all right. You're doing really good there. That's what I could go for right now. Well, let's head down the chat box. Because I know there's a Sergeant Gibby and Rosie are going back and forth, chatting up about smuggling drugs from the Netherlands. I know actually, Sergeant Gibby, I think you're doing a great job being an ambassador for Rosie and representing the Braves fans in the chat box. You know, I still don't know how Rosie became a Major League Baseball fan, much less he's also a Cleveland Brown fan, being all the way in the Netherlands. So I guess you guys might get some of our games. They just show up on the TV there at random, like on ESPN or something. And welcome to the chat box, Buck Dude. Been a while. I haven't seen Buck Dude around in a while, so good to have you aboard in the chat box, Buck Dude. And hey guys, if you haven't already, take a quick moment now, or at least before you leave, to subscribe to our channel. Myself and our moderator A-Bomb are Atlanta's first and only live play-by-play reaction shows. Some people call this second screen. You can watch the game on your TV and have us on your phone or computer. Sometimes you have to sync up your TV, like pause the TV a little bit to sync us up. But it's a great additional source of coverage because we got the chat box, as you can see. And if you're out on the road, if you're commuting, you're traveling, or maybe you're flying, you're in a plane heading to Amsterdam, and you can't get the Braves game, we got you covered for that. Freddie Freeman is at bat, and he's going to foul that one off. It's 0-2 to Freddie Freeman with nobody out in the top of the 8th. Tomorrow's game, Sunday's game, is going to be a 1:10 p.m. Eastern start time. Right now, let's see, I'm on Central Time, and it's coming up on 1952 hours. So it is almost 9 o'clock Eastern. Almost 9 o'clock Eastern. And over in the Netherlands, apparently it's middle of the night. It's 3 in the morning. Hell yeah. You know, when I got up this morning, I said, man, I hope I am #1 in the Netherlands with live play-by-play reaction guys on in the middle of the night. And Freeman's going to hit that one to left field. That's going to drop in just fair. The outfielder can't handle it, and Freeman's able to advance to second. I mean, they're dropping balls all over the place. They're kicking the balls. They're fumbling them, trying to get them back into the infield. And that was barely fair. Yeah, that's just inside the line. So we've got a runner in scoring position here. Freddie Freeman's 9th double of the season. I'll bring up, okay, I guess Acuna is out and Charlie is at bat now, so I'm glad they sat Acuna, who may have tweaked something tonight. He was a little gimp after one of his 3 singles. So Charlie comes in batting .400 in limited play. Excellent job by Charlie this season. Charlie Culberson takes a ball that pushed him back off the plate. So the count is 1-1. A lot of people want to see Charlie get more playing time, and you know, when you're batting .400, even though it's early in the season, and continually play well like he does, you deserve the playing time, and that's how you make a statement. That's how you get the playing time. And he's going to ground that one to the shortstop, who fires to first in time, but the runner advances. So we got Freeman moving over to third base with 1 out. Okay, so they're 6 hours ahead of Atlanta time in the Netherlands. That sounds about right, because I know in England they're like 7 hours ahead. Australia is 12 hours ahead. Now they back Swanson off there. That's Markakis. They backed Markakis off the plate with that. So 1-0 is the count to Markakis with 1 out in the top of the 8th and a runner on third. The Braves up 9-2. If you're just joining us, Ozzie Albies had a grand slam tonight. Brian McCann's also had some RBIs. Cunha's had like 3 singles, but he has left the game early. I don't know if he's hurt, but he was a little gimp, so I think they did the prudent thing and pulled him out. All right, Markakis batting now. The count's 1-1 to Markakis. And he is going to hit that one right to the second baseman. He throws to first for the out. Freeman stays at third. And Bryce is the current pitcher for Miami. Our pitcher Soroka has, I don't know if he's going to be pitching in the bottom of the 8th, but if not for the 2 errors that Atlanta's had, he'd have a shutout. He has given up no earned runs. Dansby Swanson batting now. The Braves bullpen is warming up. Dayton, who is Dayton? Where did we get this guy? Dayton is warming up in the bullpen. 2-0 to Swanson. Milwaukee has gone ahead of the Mets 2-1 in the 6th, and Washington, Philly tied up at 2 in the 4th. 2-0 to Swanson is fouled off. And tonight's play-by-play reaction is brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. Go click on Sports Fans for some cool sports swag. Also on the webpage, you'll notice we got these new lighter cases in. I don't know if y'all seen that. Look at the skulls and shit on that lighter case. That's pretty cool. All right, the 2-1 pitch to Swanson. Big swing and a miss. 2-2 to Dansby. Yeah, if I had a kid and I named him Dansby, I'm hoping he doesn't go to like some bullshit junior college. You know, that's an Ivy League name right there. Two outside, full count. I mean, your name is Dansby. You don't go to University of Florida. Okay? You don't wear jean shorts and wear mullets. Freeman is over on third base. Full count, 2 outs. And Swanson's going to pop that one up. Looks like it's going to be out of play, and it is. Still a full count to Dansby. The stream health has been pretty good tonight. A-bomb, all green on the OBS. No buffering, and I'm not running a delay. Though I am watching this on the Roku on the internet, so there is probably some delay in that sense. The full count pitch. Ooh, they're going to call that a ball. He's going to take a base. But the laser cam looked like he caught the corner there. You know, I like the fact that we got that call that went our way, but I don't want to see I don't want us to win a game or win an inning or get a run because the ump can't call the pitch correctly. Let's just go to the laser cam and the ump can basically do what the first base umpire does, you know. He doesn't need to be calling balls and strikes anymore. All right, McCann is back at the plate. He is 2 for 3 tonight. I think he's got 3 RBIs. The count is 0-1 to Brian McCann. It's a low 1-1 to Brian McCann. And we've been stuck at 40 subscribers for a few innings now. We're trying to get to 45 subscribers tonight. So if you got a quick moment, go ahead and hit subscribe. I want to thank Gibby for subscribing. Appreciate that, Sarge. The 1-1 to McCann. He fouls that off his own leg. 1-2. I would be stoked to see Brian McCann come through yet again in this game. He's already come through twice in an RBI situation. And again, he fouls that off his leg. This time he looks like that smarts a little bit. Rosie's like, man, I'm definitely going to smoke a cigarette right now. The Rays are testing me. I'm not following this Rays game. You have to let us know what's going on there. And shipping one of our Dark Side Ladder cases all the way to the Netherlands might be a bit of an overkill, but there you go. All right, the 1-2 to McCann. Come on, McCann. That's up high. 2-2. We got Sergeant Gibby up in Cartersville, Georgia. We got Rosie watching in the Netherlands. And McCann's going to chop that one right in front of the catcher, who's able to pounce on it and throw to first for out number 3 to end the top of the 8th. But yeah, let us know where you are watching from Braves country, which apparently extends beyond the border of this country, as we've got fans checking in tonight from the Netherlands. We had a fan in Japan and, of course, Australia. So wherever you're at tonight, glad to have you aboard along Braves country. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tomorrow's game is a 1:10 Eastern start, and A-Bomb, our moderator, will be doing that game. So make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. The easiest way to do that is to click on the information button in the top right of your video, and that little information button. If you click on that, you can go to A-Bomb's channel, subscribe, and he's up to 88 subscribers. And you can also check out my 2-minute video on steak diapers. What is a steak diaper? Like last night, we were grilling pork chops, and I took the pork chops out of the cellophane, I guess the styrofoam package, and the cellophane it's wrapped in. And they do this with steaks too. Underneath the meat, there's this like material, like a diaper kind of material, this absorbent like maxi pad thing they put under the steak, and it's really off-putting. It really turns me off. I want my steak, I want my pork chops, I want them wrapped in that nice thick butcher's paper. You know, make it kind of sexy. You know, if I'm peeling a steak diaper off my meat, then, you know, I've lost my appetite already. I guess I just need to find a better butcher, you know. How do they package the meats in Amsterdam? I mean, do they have steak diapers other places, or is that just us? I probably should quit with the subscriber count check. Let's check again, see how we're doing, so we can update that for you. We are Mrs. Bone Crusher says, don't obsess. Well, I was reading that a way to engage your viewers is to give them a way to alter something on the screen. So if you subscribe, you'll see that number on the screen start ticking up. Right now it's at 40. So I don't know. That's just some bullshit I read. Who fucking knows? All right, our new pitcher is Dayton. I don't know when we got this guy. Is that someone they called up from the minors? Yeah, that is going to be popped up to center field. And Charlie Culberson gets that. Calls off Inciarte for out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th. My name is the Bone Crusher, and tonight we are broadcasting from the Panhandle of Northwest Florida. I'm not in Miami. I'm not in Atlanta. I am in Panama City Beach on a hot, sticky, feels like summer night. And there is a strike. 0-1. And we've got the window open now, and I'm really surprised we're not hearing the thousands of motorcycles that have invaded Panama City Beach this weekend for Thunder Rally. They'll start making a lot of noise really soon, I'm sure. The 0-1. Oh, that's right. It was raining, so that kept all the motorcycles away for a little while. Count is 0-2 now to Miami. Alfaro is batting. He's over 3 on the night. I mean, 4 in the morning, they're like a block from me, revving their Harley Davidson at the Waffle House. Then they're up doing it again at 9 in the morning on the weekend when I'm trying to effing sleep. That pitch is ripped to left field, but Charlie is able to back up on that and snags it. Good play from the clutch, Charlie Culberson, for out number 2 in the bottom of the 8th. Let's head over to the chat box. Let's see what's going on in the chat box. Hit us up in the chat box. Let us know where you're listening at, what's on your mind. Comments, questions, suggestions. Shout out to Fred Brendel in the chat box. Listening from Nong Khai, Thailand. 8 in the morning in Thailand. Great to have you aboard, Nong Khai. What a beautiful country. And Dayton is our pitcher now. I am unfamiliar with this guy. He is new for the Braves. 0-2 to Birdie, the batter for Miami. Birdie is 0 for 3 on the night. Dayton kicks and fires. The 0-2 is fouled off. And the 0-2 pitch to Birdie. That's a chopper right back to the pitcher. No problem there for out number 3. So Sarge says IDK, A-Bomb does it on his stream. I'm trying to backtrack and see what you're talking about there, Sarge. But maybe that message wasn't meant for me. I don't know. All right, we are going to go to the 9th inning now. The Braves up by 7. A good night for the Braves. Great night to be a Braves fan. Whether you're in the Netherlands, like Rosie, or if you're in Thailand, like Fred. Fred, what are you doing in Thailand? Do you live there? You on a business trip? Are you in the military? I mean, a name like Fred, that's a pretty... Anglo-Saxon name. That's not a... Are there people named Fred in Thailand, Beth? Okay, Mrs. Bone Crusher says that he may not necessarily be an American. Yeah, you'll find a lot of people in the Asian countries will have an American kind of like name they'll use on the side, you know? I understand Thailand is a bit of a strict country. Things like littering or drugs or, I don't know. That's just what I've heard. They're a very strict, tight kind of country, but a lot of the Asian cultures are. And tonight's play-by-play sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. I know Rosie had to smoke a cigarette watching his Tampa Bay Devil Ray game. And I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to push this one more time here for treasurehunt.ga because we just got about a dozen and a half, maybe 2 dozen of these in. They're always very popular. This is a lighter case that your Bic lighter just goes in there, and it's got some, look at those skulls on it. And that is effing cool. You get that at treasurehunt.ga. All right, top of the 9th is underway with Inciarte at bat. 1-0 count to Inciarte. And there is a strike, 1-1. And I tell you what, in the bottom of the 9th, we will go ahead and open up the phone lines once more. So I said, well, in the middle of the 9th, we'll open up the phone lines again. Inciarte pops that one up. It's the third baseman. Does he hang on to it? He slams into the rolled up tarp thing and hangs on to it. That's it for the out. He barrels into the. No, it's not the tarp, but I guess it's just some some like thigh-high wall there. He barrels into that, but gets the out. Takes a bit of a tumble, but 1 away for the Braves in the top of the 9th. So after the third out, we'll open up the phone lines at 678-744-9722, 678-744-WSBB. Matt Joyce is pinch hitting for the Braves. He comes in at 276, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1 to Joyce. Oh, I'm going to stretch my legs here. Ooh. 2-1 to Joyce. Now, I went to Zaxby's today for lunch, and there was like some teenager at the drink machine literally looking at his phone while he's pouring a drink, holding up the damn line. And there's a strike to Joyce, 2-2. That was almost enough to throw me into a rage and rip that kid's head clean off his fucking shoulders. That's going to be fouled off. Still 2-2 to Joyce. Joyce is going to pull that one, and the first baseman has no problem handling that. So Fred is a math teacher, originally from Atlanta, who's now in Thailand as a teacher. He's been in Thailand for 2 years teaching English. I'm sorry, he said math teacher. I'm sorry, not English teacher, a math teacher. You know, that I'm well aware of the I guess many Americans taking a job. Usually they're teaching English though, so Fred probably is a math whiz if he's teaching math in Thailand. I mean, did you do that for the money, or did you do that for the adventure? You thought that would be a lot of fun? I guess you have like a 2-year contract or something like that. And that is going to be a single for the Braves. And, you know, they had their second baseman playing shallow right field, and they almost were able, that single into right field was almost an out. They almost threw him out at first, but he is safe at first. Do I play Black Ops? You must be talking to someone else. I do not play Black Ops. You must be asking the Gibber. Sorry, Gibber. Kind of like Timmy. Timmy. You know what you need to do, Sarge? What you guys need to do with that Black Hawk game, or the Black Ops game, is do a live reaction of that, because people are I mean, that's a big thing, I guess, people live streaming their video games. All right, Donaldson is getting, this is his 6th at bat tonight. He's 0 for 5 on the night, and the count is 0-2 to Donaldson with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. And you're right, Gibby, we got a runner on first. Well, Rosie, Fred, guys subscribe. I know you don't get a lot of Braves coverage, and there's a strikeout on Donaldson in the top of the 9th. I mean, there's probably, without paying to see the Braves, unless it's a chance like a game on ESPN on a Sunday night, or a rare national game here, that you would even be a remote chance you would see a Brave. I mean, when's the last time you saw a Braves game in Thailand? I mean, you'd have to have a satellite dish and all that jazz, and, you know, have a big, pay what, $30-50 a month or something to get the game. Whew. Now we're about to go to the bottom of the 9th, so I'm gonna let you guys enjoy another retro Atlanta Braves commercial. Fred might remember this one.
Catch the hits. Pete Rose and the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Atlanta Braves Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Catch all the hits on your
How
Super
well
Sports
the
station.
Braves are doing this year?
The run will start. High drive left field. It's gone. Braves win. Braves win. There's a drive. Deep right center. That ball is gone. A grand slam. You all come out and see us. You're going to like this team.
The 1991 Atlanta Braves on TBS.
And we're back. All right, I'm the Bone Crusher. Time for the bottom of the 9th. AJ Minter, the pitcher. Not a save opportunity. Minter is what, got 2, 3, 4 saves on the season. At times he's looked like a bona fide closer, and maybe he will become that. But he's had a few bumps along the way, taken some lumps. But he has potential to become a closer, or even a setup man in this league, obviously. I know our bullpen has struggled, but it's a very young pitching squad, and the lumps they take now will pay dividends even at the end of the season. All right. Well, Minter is in the game to shut down Miami here in the bottom of the ninth. O'Brien batting for the Marlins. There's a fastball inside, ball one. Milwaukee is still leading the Mets 2-1. They're in the eighth. And Washington and Philadelphia now tied up at 3 in the sixth. There's a strike, 1-1, and our scoreboard is sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. The 1-1, that's going to be in the dirt, 2-1. I guess we're about 14 hours away from first pitch tomorrow. That's a 1:10 Eastern start. And, you know, I'm usually running errands that time of day. Me and Mrs. Bone Crusher doing some grocery stop and stuff like that, hitting the stores. But I will have my phone with me, and I will be listening into A-Bomb's live reaction stream tomorrow. Wherever you go. All right, Miami down to the last 3 outs. Braves have a chance to lock this one up. I think this will put us over 500. I did not check. I forget what our record was. Well, we just check out the standings and the records and all that stuff. All right, there is a K for the Braves. Minter with a strikeout there. So 1 away in the bottom of the ninth. Now look at the standings. Rosie's Tampa Bay Devil Ray team, 21-11 on the season. First place in the AL East. I didn't realize Tampa Bay was doing that well this season. But here in the NL East, in our division, and there is a strike, 0-1 to Wallach. Wallach, I guess. He's the pinch hitter, Chad Wallach. Wallach. Cha. Why are you emphasizing the H? Wallach. Cha. Can sets up inside. And that's going to be around the ankles, 1-1. Philadelphia is 18-3 on the season, in first place in the division. Braves and the Mets are both 16-16, 2.5 games behind. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Now Minter's throwing in the low 90s right now, but he can crank that up 96, 97 when he wants to. Just inside. That was the 96 mile an hour fastball just off the plate. He was trying to strike him out right there. What are your weekend plans? What are y'all doing after the game tonight? Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs away. So 2 Ks by Minter. Miami down to their last outs. So over in the chat box, they're still talking video games. Heck yeah. Yeah, Gibby says, yeah, I'm max rank with 2.6 KD, but I don't play much anymore. I don't know what those numbers mean, but that sounds pretty cool. Oh, I would love to have a copy of MLB The Show 19. Yeah. John, you ever get a bruise under your fingernail? No. Good night, Rosie. It's 3:23 in the morning over there. Thanks for joining us, by the way, Rosie in the Netherlands. On your way out, go ahead and subscribe to us. Hope to see you back here. Count is 1-1 here to Galloway. Another pinch hitter, I guess. So, Miami down to the last 2 strikes. There's a ball to Galloway, 2-1. Yeah, if anybody would like to call in, 678-744-9722. We can stay on even after the game is over for a little bit. But then Mrs. Bone Crusher has got some chores for me to do. For the post-game show, 678-744-9722. And Minter with the K. He strikes out the side. 3 Ks in the bottom of the ninth. As Atlanta picks up the win. And that was a weird embrace by Ozzie and Dansby Swanson. They were nuzzling a little bit, celebrating the win. We saw a grand slam home run by Ozzie. McCann had 3 RBIs. Cunha had 3 singles, and though I think he got a bit of an injury, he looked a little hurt there. So we'll have to check on that for you tomorrow. But yeah, as I just mentioned, the phone lines are open now. Anybody that wants to call in before we end the broadcast, 678-744-9722. And before you leave, make sure you like and subscribe. And that phone number is on your screen. We'll check up on some more scores here. I think we've got some finals coming down the pipes now. Okay, in the 8th inning, Milwaukee is up over the Mets 2-1. See if they can hang on for that. Washington and Philadelphia still tied up at 3. All right, we've got an incoming call, and let's go ahead and answer that. Hi, this is the Bone Crusher, and welcome to the show tonight. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Jacob Cowan, and I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Besides celebrating the win.
Oh, I'm just relaxed right now after that win.
Did you see the Grand Slam tonight?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was.
What was your take on tonight's game? What was
I was really scared early on. They kept choking. I was really scared early on.
Yeah, you're right. We gave up a lot of opportunities to score before we finally came through. That was frustrating. But then we just we poured it on. I mean,
run after run.
Go ahead, Jacob.
I said run after run.
No, definitely. Now, who is this? Did you notice we have I guess he's a new pitcher for us, Dayton, in relief? I had not seen him.
I didn't know about him either.
I know we've been struggling for some pitchers, but I'll have to look that up and see what happened to him. Have you heard anything about Acuna and a possible injury there?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
No.
I didn't know what was going on when they came over there to talk to him. I didn't realize he had an injury. I didn't know what was going on.
Well, they pulled him eventually. He stayed in there, but he may have hurt himself on earlier in the game when he had a single that had to get reviewed. They called him out, and the review reversed the call. I think he hurt himself on that play there, and then when he was batting later, he took a big swing, and we tried to run to first. You could see him wincing in pain. Now, Jacob, you sound like a young guy. How long have you been a Braves fan?
2 years now.
All right, just a few years. How old are you?
16. About to be 17 this year.
Nice. So, have you been to a Braves game down to the new ballpark yet?
No, but I want to go.
I have not been yet either. It sounds pretty sweet. I do want to go check it out. I mean, I've been to Turner Field. I saw one game when I wasn't much older than you back at the Fulton County Stadium. So I really like to get down and check out SunTrust. See what's all about that. I don't know. Now, a lot of the younger Braves fans, I've noticed in some of those Facebook groups, I'd say they're having a knee-jerk reaction. We started the season a little slow, a lot of trouble with the pitching, and I don't know if the young kids, and maybe you can comment on this, Jacob, have the patience that Braves fans who maybe grew up watching them struggle in the 80s have for the team now. I mean, do you want...
No, I don't. They've improved a lot.
So you don't feel like you've got a lot of patience?
No, not at all.
Well, my message is for those fans is, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. When I see one of our players struggling, I'm going to give them every opportunity. I don't want to trade him. I'm going to give him a season. I'll even give him a season and a half. But I mean, like with Inciarte, he's struggling obviously, and he's going to start losing more and more playing time. But I'm not ready just to toss him aside. I mean, what moves?
Acuna was pretty frustrated yesterday.
What's that, Jacob?
I said Acuna was pretty frustrated yesterday.
Yeah, he's been in a small slump, but, no one wants to get rid of him.
Yeah, he showed off today. What about Soroka?
Oh, what a great pitcher. Yeah, I think that we I didn't mention enough how great he was pitching tonight. It was a little bit wild, some walks, but no earned runs, right?
Yeah.
What else can you ask for, Jacob?
Nothing else.
Well, thanks for calling in to the post-game show. What part of Atlanta did you say you're in?
I'm in Metro Atlanta.
Inside the loop. You're inside the perimeter. All right. Well, let's celebrate and go down to the varsity, get some slaw dogs, and have a good weekend.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for calling in, Jacob. Have a great weekend. Make sure you like and subscribe on your way out. I hope we have you back on the show again soon. Let's head down to the chat box while we're still in the post-game show. If I still have it open. All right. Well, things have quieted down in the chat box. I want to thank Sergeant Gibbe, our moderator A-Bomb, Rosie from the Netherlands for coming by. I want to thank the Mexican, Fred in Thailand, and everyone who watched the game tonight along the Braves network. So tomorrow, 1:10 Eastern, first pitch, our moderator A-Bomb is doing the play-by-play reaction on that tomorrow night. I am the Bone Crusher. You guys have a great weekend. I am out of here. And before I roll,
let's get you up to date real quick of some upcoming reactions. We've got the series against the Dodgers coming up next week, so I'm going to grab the Monday and Wednesday matchup with the Dodgers for the reaction on that. Those are going to be some late starts. I mean, we're talking 10 p.m. Eastern start times Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I love those West Coast games. And again, tomorrow, A-Bomb's got the 1:10 Eastern start. So make sure you join us for that. Like and subscribe. Have a great weekend, and peace out, y'all.